welcome into biology. At this point in time, we're discussing on what is termed as holozoic nutrition, which is the type of nutrition that occurs in organisms that have a complete alimentary canal. So under holozoic nutrition, as a candidate, you ought to understand what holozoic nutrition is. And I said this is the type of nutrition that occurs in organisms that have a complete alimentary canal. And the alimentary canal is a tube that runs from the back of the mouth all the way up to the anus. When that part has been understood, the next thing that I want you to understand is that you need to understand digestion, which is the breaking down of large food compounds into smaller, simple, soluble ones. As such, in the human being, you need to understand the sites where digestion takes place. That is in the mouth, in the stomach, in the duodenum, and the jejunum. After you understand the site where digestion takes place, you must be able to understand the site for absorption, which in the human being is the ileum, and be able to state the adaptation, how the ileum is able to carry out the function of absorption of the end products of digestion. From that point, you need to understand the function of the liver. Once you've understood the function of the liver, you need to understand the aspect of ailments that associate with the liver and also digestion at large. Then also you may need to know the remedies to the ailments that relate to the liver, and of course the aspect of the general digestive system. So in respect to the question that we have at hand, they want us to identify H. H is the pancreas. H is the pancreas. Then I in this case is the rectum. I is the rectum. And then they're saying that explain the function of the part labeled J and K. So J is a large intestine. This one is very important for the process of water absorption. This one is important for the process of water absorption of water. Then K, in this case, that is the gallbladder. So that is the gallbladder. So this one we are saying that stores the bowel. This one stores the bowel. Once the liver has been made, once the liver has made the bowel, it is mostly stored in the gallbladder and it is sent to the duodenum by means of the bile duct. Then they're saying that state 3 metabolic function of the part labeled L, that is the liver. So we are saying that makes red blood cells in babies. So it makes the red blood cells in babies. Then we are saying that stores vitamins. Then also stores glucose in a form of glycogen. It stores glucose in form of glycogen. Then they are saying that outline effects of ailments of the part labeled J. So if at all the part labeled J is affected, you can have what is termed as ulcers. Then you can also have what is termed as constipation. If not constipation, you can have what is termed as diarrhea. So this is how questions come based on what is termed as digestion. So as you study your notes, you should understand how to go about it. Then they're saying that identify the parts P and Q. So P, this one is known as the esophagus. This is the esophagus. Then they are saying that Q, that is the stomach. Q is the stomach. Explain the function of R. So this one we are saying that it secretes what is termed as let me use the term produce. Even secrete is okay, but it produces pancreatic juice. It produces pancreatic juice. It produces pancreatic juice in which there is that is sodium. The space may not be very much available for me. So we are saying that R is the pancreas. It produces pancreatic juice in which we find what is termed as sodium hydrogen carbonate, which neutralizes the acid from the stomach where it is alkaline. It contains what is termed as pancreatic amylase, which breaks down starch to maltose. And then it also contains what is termed as trypsin, which breaks down the aspect of it produces trypsin, which breaks down proteins to peptides or peptides. Then within the pancreas, there is also what is termed as lipase, which breaks down fats to fat acid and glycerol. Then we are told to say, describe two effects of the common ailments associated with S, which is the liver. So we can talk of cirrhosis, which is the hardening of the liver, which will result to the bursting of the liver. Then we also have what is termed as, number 2, we can put what is termed as hepatitis. That is hepatitis. Hepatitis is the enlargement of this one is the inflammation, it is the inflammation of the liver that is due to the hepatitis virus. Since I've mentioned 2, but if that mentioned 3, you can also mention what is termed as hepatomegaly, which is the enlargement of the liver. So in this case, we're talking about cirrhosis, and we're talking about hepatitis, which are ailments of the liver. So this is it about what is termed as digestion.